here is my bike after a 75 to 85 ground mile enduro. It was raining towards the end of the day, freezing rain. Coincidentally, that was last weekend, and it's Sunday a week later, and we have freezing rain again in New Jersey. But I just wanted to show you DP Brakes, a sponsor of mine for the past 20 years. One of the best, the best brake pad shoes, that was back in the day, on the market, in my opinion. These brake pads were brand new the day of the race. I want to pull them out. I haven't washed my bike since the race or anything, but I wanted to just to show you. We got a lot of mud here on the back and some dirt, but it was, like I said, 75 to 80 ground miles. South Jersey Enduro, where it was kind of old school tight. Old school tight meaning just handlebar, 28-inch trees, really tight and ignorant. And there was 5 sections, 4 to 10 miles in length. Most of them were towards 6 to 10 miles, and where you're really on and off the brake hard, and dragging the brake comes into play a lot because the straightaways are so short. There's hardly any straightaways, and you're just really hard on the brakes, getting them hot. Led the brakes every test just about. The fluid didn't discolor, didn't do nothing crazy, but I want to show you how well in those conditions with a solid rotor, yes, those brakes held up. Now on the KTM Husky, this being a KTM, I always run the stock pin, one of the clips on my pin, and safety wire the other one, because these can fall out, and this way if I run safety wire on the one, I know if the one falls out, the stock OEM pin clip, it's not gonna I'm not gonna lose the brake pin. So run one of them, pull the clip, or struggle with it, one or the other. So there it is. I'm gonna push the caliper back. And you should always service your brake caliper, meaning after a mud race, when it's raining like that, take the wheel off, grease up the pins, clean out the caliper, getting rid of all that dirt. Just taking a brush and getting rid of it. But here I am, just taking them out after that race. You can see they got some pad wear on them for sure. But the thing I wanted just to see is look at how much pad is left. And you can see there was a little bit of heat in them. Look at the heat right there. I mean, that's a little bit of heat. But they weren't to the effect where I lost my brake. I did not lose my brakes all day. Back in the day, I was more prone to do that. I think I've broke the habit of not being such a brake dragger as much. Plus doubling up my brake spring on my brake pedal does help with that. There's other videos I've talked about that. But 75 to 80 miles, I know a lot of you will say, oh, that's no big deal. Dude, come to Jersey and ride a local enduro where it's excessively tight, and you'll see what I mean, where you're overheating the brakes and constantly on and off of them. But I wanted to show you the pad life, how much is left after that kind of abuse. They have a ceramic coating on the back that helps with the heat. You can see more of the ceramic. I'm going to show you a new set here in a second, but they're like brand new still, dude. They got so much life in them. There's plenty left there. So I wanted you to see that. Thanks. I run a solid rotor for the particular reason of I was learned a solid rotor back in the day. More surface area, transfers the heat better than a slotted rotor. A lot of people think slotted rotor grabs air. Dude, on a dirt bike, you're not going that fast where a slotted rotor is going to grab any air. And plus anything, it works like a cheese grater against brake pads. So solid rotor is always the deal. DP also has different rotors. They also carry clutches, stuff like that. But their brakes, in my opinion, are the best brakes on the market. So let me show you one of the little prep things I do to my brake pads to get better life out of them and for them to be ready to go right from the start. Here we are. We have a front set of DP pads. I wanted to show you the Pro MX wrapper, blue wrapper, gray top. These are the ones I run. They're like a semi-metallic, meaning they don't have as much metal as the full metallic. Full metallic,
I only could run them, I mean, because I am a little bit aggressive on the brake pedal, dragging it and such, that the full metallics will generate more heat because there's more metal in the pad. So I have to stay away from them, but these work just as well in torrential downpour, you know, rain conditions for sure. So brand new brake pad, here we go. What you're gonna do is take a piece of sandpaper, and what I like to do is just work some of the glaze off the pad so brand new it's ready to go once you put it in the bike. So basically I gotta say, there's a little bit of a glaze over them and they're not, you know, in my opinion, as ready to go as they should be. A lot of times if you just take that little bit of glaze off of them, flat surface with some sandpaper, they're going to be more ready to go in my opinion. And they'll have better stopping power right from the get-go rather than have to break them in. If you have the time to break them in, the simple way to do it is obviously just mount the brake pads and, you know, up and down your driveway, work the brake pedal in, you know, do like a heat cycle, I guess, and kind of getting the pad to adhere adhere better to the actual rotor. This is just something I've done, picked up over the years. And the glaze is gone, they're ready to go. So that's my tip, and just wanted to show you the life of DP pads and how good they are. The MX pad is the ones I use, and there you go. Thanks guys, see you.